So she finally did it. She finally became Pinkie Pie. Hey there, ghosts and ghouls, Warlock here. Today, I'm going to be reviewing a new Cartoon Network show, one that has been really promoted all of last year and came out this year, or earlier this year. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Unikitty. Yay! Who's excited about this? Now, I know, we have all heard some of the reviews comparing it to Teen Titans Go, saying, oh, it's so much like it, it's a horrible show. I have actually seen that quite a bit. But I'm here to really talk about it, see if it really is, and what you guys think. Now, Unikitty was inspired by the Lego movie. Unikitty being one of the characters in it, the princess of this happy cloud kingdom, with barely any rules, and having a weird, dark anger side when she got mad. She was a very fun, a very hyperactive character, and she was nice in the movie. Well, when I heard about them making a show of her, I went, that makes sense. Because within that movie universe, she probably came from a show like most of the other characters. So, like Lego Batman, this will be it. Now, this show at first strikes you with, oh, it's happy, it's colorful, it's going to be just kiddie. Not really, actually. A lot of the humor within this show can easily strike a chord with adults. And it's not all happy. It's not all sweet. As I said, Unikitty has a dark side. She can get angry and snap people's heads off and stuff. It's funny. And at the beginning, if you're wondering why did I say, oh, she finally became Pinkie Pie? Well, there's a reason. You see, Tara Strong voices Unikitty. And she does an amazing job, too. But we best know her as Raven, or as a lot of you bronies know her, Twilight Sparkles. Something a lot of you may not know is she originally did not try out for Twilight Sparkles. She tried out for Pinkie Pie. So this kind of shows what her version of Pinkie Pie would have been like. And I can see her doing it, but I can see the show being different if she had been Pinkie Pie. But I'm kind of wandering off course. Now, the whole setup of the show is it follows Unikitty and her group of friends. Her brother, Puppycorn, who is a dog unicorn. Yeah, I know, doesn't make sense. Dr. Fox, this little short fox who's a great scientist. You have Hawkadile, who is some kind of hawk crocodile, and her personal bodyguard. Richard, just a normal gray 1x3 Lego brick with a face on it, who seems to be her kind of butler, kind of advisor, and gives her good advice, but she doesn't always listen to. And then you have the two bad guys, Master Frown and Brock. Master Frown is in charge of another town, a very sad town, another unhappy town, and Brock's his personal helper and only friend. Now, the show is usually Unikitty getting into trouble, causing something, or trying to fix a problem, and just not being able to, or making it 1,000 times worse. Her friends try to help, and they make it worse. Usually it's Richard who knows how to solve the freaking problem, but they don't want to listen to him. So it's always a really funny setup. And as it goes, the characters are actually hilarious. You got Unikitty, as I said, she is hyperactive. She wants to help everyone, make everyone happy, but she's also dark. She can snap at people, bite off people's heads, just get angry, and she turns into this giant dark monster. Then you have Prince Puppycorn, her brother, who is kind of an idiot, kind of an overly hyper airhead, doesn't understand things, and is not really good at anything. But he really does try, and just wants to make everyone smile. You have Dr. Fox, their scientist, who's kind of crazy. Her experiments are just not always sane, like turning herself into a half robot at one point, and just making a giant battle mech. Making things to make people mad or overly happy. It's hilarious. Then you have Hawkadile, her personal bodyguard. He's the traditional macho man, tough, strong, I want to fight. But at the same time, he has a horrible crush on little Dr. Fox. And it embarrasses him that he has this crush. He's so shy around her. He gets so intimidated by her. And it's kind of sweet to offset this macho man while him liking this little small nerdy girl. And I like that little offset. And last we had on the main good guys, it's as Richard's personality. He's boring. He has a monotone voice. Just a yes, I will do that. But he's the one that cleans up after them, that gives them good advice. He's trying to teach them. And it's such a nice little character. He's kind of a ghost, I guess, because he kind of seems to teleport and just float through walls. So I'm not really sure what he's supposed to be or why he serves Unikitty. But he's such a fun little character. And a lot of times Unikitty's trying to make him happy. But, he's happy usually. He just doesn't want to, he doesn't show it on the outside like other people. And it's kind of a nice moral too. Some people are happy. They're just not going to be smiling and dancing just because they're happy. Everyone shows it differently. And they kind of show that with Richard. And also, listen to to other people. Just because it may not be how you want to do it doesn't mean it's wrong. And sometimes their way is a lot easier and better, or the right way. Then you have Master Frown. He's this villain that's always upset and mad. And he's just angry. And he's from a very mad town. He's always trying to, do Unikitty in, get her in trouble. Just do something to make her mad or make the place sad or make Unikitty sad. But she always wants to make him happy. And it's just funny hearing him, he almost has that emo teenager style sounding voice. And it just works so well against Unikitty. And then you got Brock, his kind of stupid but giant but kind of nice bodyguard and only friend who would work better in Unikitty's world. Now the humor in this is very happy and smiley at first, but they have some dark jokes. They have some twisted humor that just comes out of nowhere. I mean, you'll have to do a double take and go, wait, what? Huh? Like on one episode, Unikitty wants to be happy, so she uses a machine from Dr. Fox to separate her anger from her normal. And at the end, she realizes she needs her anger, and her anger needs her. So at the end, she calms her anger down, and they're like, Dr. Fox, we're ready to be reunited. And Dr. Fox goes, I never said I could recombine you. And it ends right there, like, wait, what? Did she not recombine him? What the hell happened? I mean, just some weird moments like that. And the soundtrack at first sounds like it's going to be all nice and happy. And it shows this in the theme song, nice, happy, poppy music. And then when she gets mad, it turns into freaking metal. And they start headbanging to it. And I like that contradiction. It's such a show that it's full of so many contradictions, so much random weird humor that I like this show. I find myself laughing at some of the episodes. My daughter loves it. Now, as I said earlier, a lot of people compare this and say it's bad, saying it's a lot like Teen Titans Go. I can see some of that. It does have the random humor. It does have moments where the characters just seem like jerks. But if the character acts like a jerk, they are usually punished for it. Maybe not straight up, but in some kind of way. The characters learn morals in this. In Teen Titans Go, they don't. They're just jerks all the time. And that's one of the reasons I hate that show. They're jerks and asses to be that. Well, in this, when they do it, it's to learn something. It's to show something. And they even show that the character that's not like the others, Richard, who on the outside doesn't seem happy, is still a good guy. And sometimes you need to listen. I think he's supposed to be like the parent that most of us as kids don't want to listen to. And that, when you're a kid, you're like, oh, Richard's going to be boring, but he is the one that's right. And as an adult and with kids, you can see where Richard's coming from, seeing, oh, he's right, and those kids are just off the walls. But at the same time, you understand both sides so easily. And the other characters in this world are just as weird. You got some random bee girl, and she's like obsessed with pollen. You got like just different little characters like that just seem to come out of nowhere. Some are one shot, some aren't, and it's just fun. There's even an episode where Hawkedile's old best friend, Eagle Gator or something like that, comes back, and he has to have the others fight him because he lost his sight. So they all act like old action movie references. You have Dr. Fox, who's acting like the hacker. I have to hack within a certain time limit. I have to do that, from those old action movies. You have Puppy Corn, who's going, I'm too old for this, and dressed as a cop. You have what's her name? Unikitty, who's just the over-the-top action hero. And then you have Richard, who just goes, catchphrase, one-liner, catchphrase, making fun of all. And it's such a nice little combo, and it's hilarious. And these random characters that pop up throughout it, like Hakuda's Enemy, it's just a kind of fun character to pop in. But they give you some backstory. While stupid and funny, it makes sense within this world why the two of these characters don't get along. Why Eagle Gator wants, I may be wrong on that again, Gator, Eagle, something like that, wants to destroy Hakuda. Why they act the way they do. And it makes sense in this crazy world. And that's something that's hard to do when you do these random comedy shows. Make a past of a character make sense. Because it has to make sense within the worlds. It can't be something that exists without that wouldn't. If they had an over serious moment, it wouldn't make sense within this world. But they use the crazy rules to give you a serious moment that makes sense within the rules. If you understand what I'm saying, comment below. Because I do, but I don't know if I even explained that right. But I highly suggest this show. It's a great little show to watch when it's on. And it's fun for kids and as an adult. If you have your kids or watching your niece or nephew or younger siblings, it's a great show you're going to laugh at. And I really do like it's being shown a lot. It's kind of pushing Teen Titans Go to the side, and it's making room for other shows too. So I'm hoping Cartoon Network starts to do this and show more shows. But tell me what you think. Do you like the show? And if so, why? If you don't, tell me why you don't. Tell me down below, and I'll really look at this. Also, I wanted to also talk about, I've recently started a Patreon. Well, I've had it for a while, but I've recently given it prizes. And if you look down below, you'll see my link to my Patreon. On that said link, you can sign up for $1 a day, $1 a month if you want, which will help me buy groceries and new equipment. Or you can do 10, 20, even 100, and you'll get different prize categories, such as first, $1, you'll get a thank you in my credit sequence. For a $10, you'll get a nice little collectible pin. No, you'll get a nice little thank you. Plus, you will get access to my Discord channel, which will let you talk to me directly and get in touch with me and talk about stuff with other people that like my channel. 20 will get you all before, plus a nice little collectible pin. And if you do 30, you get all that, plus an autographed picture of the Warlock Boo. 100, you will get my undying thanks, and I will fall asleep thinking of you. Which I doubt anyone would ever pledge 100 to me. But hey, I may dream, may I not? But yes, those are my different categories. And I really do hope someone looks at them at least. It would be nice. But hey, you like this, I do these every Sunday. Tuesdays are my horror story days. And I'll try and scatter some other videos out throughout the week. But until then, this has been Warlock Boo. Hoping to be spoken y'all later. Bye. Audio Jungle.